Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brother.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Malik, how's things?
Alhamdulillah, barakallah feek. How's things with you?
I'm good, man. Alhamdulillah. Second recording.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. How things happen?
Yeah.
Things happen. Bro, let's get into things a little bit. Before we go into the content of what we're going to talk about, we're going to start by saying this is a podcast. Hopefully we can do more in the future. We can, come up with some maybe more concepts, have some more guests, etc. But today it's me and you, and there's a reason behind that. What's happening, bro, next week?
Alhamdulillah, we got the Muslim online exhibition, as you know.
Yeah.
And we're excited for it because it's basically the proper launch for the Muslim creators. So before we get into that, can we just introduce each other?
Tell me a bit about yourself, bro.
So I'm Malik MXK. I'm a filmmaker and photographer. And I'm a PhD student as well. I'm doing international law / Islamic law.
Yeah.
I'm in my final year, inshallah.
How are you finding that between balancing your filmmaking and your Islamic law and
Alhamdulillah, it's beautiful. You know, a lot of people are like caught off guard when I say that.
two different
see the two
realms
together.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, I'm into both things.
Fields.
The international law.
Yeah.
Well, I'm into both fields. Alhamdulillah. So, and I find a lot of scholars in the past, they usually excel in more than one field.
100%.
So, alhamdulillah, I'm not saying I'm that good, but inshallah.
I think, you know what, I think as Muslims though, it's good like having many different skill sets. It's good to have something to fall back on, if you've, maybe something's not working more than the other, or like for instance in creativity, being a videographer, it's always good to know about photography. So in case your client wants you to do some photos, you're like, you know what, I can do it for you.
I can do it as well.
It's not a problem. So widening your skill set is always a benefit, bro. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from you. A bit about myself, like I was rubbish in school and didn't do great at all. I didn't pass many of my GCSEs. I think I only maybe had one or two.
Or maybe the school was rubbish at picking up what you're good at.
Allah knows best. Maybe. Maybe the teachers wouldn't agree with that. But so yeah, growing up, I was all about media. I did media in school. Went into university and college. I did it in college as well. And then when I accepted Islam, I looked at it from a whole different perspective, because before Islam, I used to create videos that were, more for misguidance, things that were misleading, music videos and stuff like that for people in my area and stuff like that. But when I went into university and college, I took my shahada in my last year in college. And I even done my last college piece about like a guy becoming Muslim and not eating halal food. And so it was funny. But
maybe
just
share it.
Maybe if I find it somewhere, probably gonna laugh at me. But alhamdulillah, like I took that drive for Islam and for media and kind of merged the two. And since then, I've just worked with Muslim businesses. I worked for Islamic TV channel. We worked on some faith-based programs and then shows and stuff like that together, me and yourself, and even all of the businesses I've been working for and stuff like that. And even my full-time job now, it's not a Muslim-based business, but it's a big organization. Alhamdulillah, I've been there for about 4 years. But yeah, man, alhamdulillah, let's go now maybe now into the Muslim creators. Like, why did we come up with it? Like we said, me and you, we've done some work before.
Yeah, we did. I think the first time we done work together was with MB.
Yeah, it was. We didn't know each other though.
We didn't know each other, no. We just knew each other online.
Yeah. And then this was the first time we met as well.
Yeah, it was.
So what happened? I think it was kind of, how does it say, love at first sight now? when we after the shoot, I remember speaking to you about both of our goals and what we're trying to do and what we're trying to achieve and stuff like that. And I think one of the conversation ended on, before we went our ways, we both said that we wanted to create something.
Yeah, we good to have a Muslim creatives
like community where we can post jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think we went away together, like as in we went home in our different ways and we spoke about it afterwards.
Yeah, I think you called me within a week. Bro, let's do this. Why are we waiting?
Yeah. I think if we waited for too much longer, I think we wouldn't have done it, because we both had that passion for it. And I think we said, you know what, let's make a group chat. When we first met each other, that was, we were like, let's make a group chat. We post stuff in there. But then we went away and we started speaking together more about it, and we came up more with the idea of, okay, let's make this something bigger than what we think it is. Let's not just go for a community. Let's make this something that Muslims around the world can benefit from.
Yeah, inshallah.
And I think, inshallah, and I think now that, alhamdulillah, we've launched it, it was about a year ago now, we've launched it last September.
Yeah.
Came up with the concept, we launched the logo. Well, my logo wasn't great. You never know what can happen in the future. And then we came up with the group chat, so we said, you know what, let's launch the logo of the group chat, and next year we'll come up with something big.
With the proper launch.
Yeah, the full launch. But we didn't know how we were going to do it. But then we came up with the idea of
online exhibition.
Online. But before that, it was a normal exhibition.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah. But then it just became logistically a nightmare because...
And we wanted more people from across the globe.
Yeah.
To participate.
Exactly. Because we're launching, the more people know about it, the better. And the more people can experience, the better. And I think it works both ways. We wanted to do it in person initially. Like, we were looking at, like, big buildings and Excel and all of these places and logistically.
Which we will do in the future, inshallah. We will do a lot of exhibitions in person.
Let's see what the future holds and what we can reveal to everyone after the exhibition. But I think, yeah, so, you know, we came up with that idea and we said, you know what, let's launch the Muslim Creators fully with something that we can just say, this is what we're happy with. Because we didn't want to just launch it and say, yeah, it's launched now. We wanted something to, in essence, a celebration or a way of congregating the community and saying, this is what we're doing. And at the same time, we can give you some help and inspiration and you can speak to some professionals and you can seek some advice or whatever. And at the same time, we can appreciate what we're trying to achieve. So,
alhamdulillah, I think we got a really good lineup as well.
Yeah, so
a lot of people, a lot of people who are leaders in their fields.
Yeah,
alhamdulillah, we got like Bruno Johnson.
Yeah,
done a World Cup photography match.
Yeah,
Mubarak. We got Buna Muhammad,
Canadian filmmaker.
Yeah, we got the man himself.
We're behind the laptop. We're behind us.
About him and Shuaib. They've done the first UK movie.
Alhamdulillah.
It's Islamic.
Yeah. The Sunnah guy, yeah. So
the Muslim, like I'm
the lineup's serious.
Yeah, mashallah.
And I think, you know, we really
got Sister Naima as well.
Naima B. Robert, yeah, alhamdulillah for the sisters. And inshallah, I think in the future we're gonna make way more for sisters as well.
Yeah.
You know, male based. I think just because of time constraints and who we knew, and we wanted to make sure it's done. And so
I think with recent stuff as well going on, but it really shows that Muslim creators need to be pioneers within their field.
We never know which way.
Because we need to control the narrative, our narrative, to promote truth and justice
100%.
For us and alhamdulillah. So I think
even standing
sisters, brothers, everyone with a creative ability, inshallah.
Even
we can cultivate that and help you pursue that more. I think that will be a great thing to do.
100%. Even with, you know, not only just creating a platform for expressing, you know, ourselves and our religion, but also expressing our work and who we are as people, because we, at some point as creators, and I'm sure this is the same with every creator out there, we want the world to feel like, you know, we know what we're doing as a Muslim community and as a Muslim ummah. We look like we're not behind the times and behind things and not caught up to today's, you know, modern expectations of creativity and stuff like that. But also to show people that, you know, they can put themselves forward and not rely on businesses and jobs and you know, we can support them through that with the Muslim creatives in a sense that we're a community and we're a supporting network. And
to empower everyone.
Empowerment. I think that's one of our main key foundations is empowerment. You know, we know the hadith of Prophet ﷺ, and this in itself is embedded into what we're going to reveal to everybody in the exhibition. That you know, as Muslims, you know, we're like a building where we support one another. Yeah. So I think if we can create that supporting network within the creative field, I think it will really help, because like from my personal experiences and what I've experienced in the past with creativity especially, and working with businesses and stuff like that, I think it'll maybe be a little bit more different for you working with charities and stuff. But your work can maybe slightly get undermined if you're not relating to that person you're working with and you've not really got that abundant connection. So I think something like this, not only are we creating a community where you can have that connection with people that you relate to because you're Muslim, but also you can relate with them because of your creative field as well.
Yeah.
You know, and that will go hand in hand. And similar to what you was talking about earlier to me is that, you know, when we want to in the future, we want people to learn from these different individuals, which is what we're trying to do at the exhibition from a smaller scale in terms of just being inspired and, you know, Q&A sessions. We want them to learn from Muslims about their creative field. For instance, if they're a drawing artist or if they're a creative writer, they can go on YouTube, they can find this YouTuber, and they can become empowered by them in terms of what they're giving creatively and what they're giving from a religious standpoint. So
yeah, no doubt. I think as well, especially when you are in direct contact with someone that's already a leader in their field,
100%,
and they're there pushing you to excel as well.
100%.
That is really a big benefit, and so you're gonna see a big difference between someone that has that within their network and someone that doesn't.
100%.
And me personally, like you mentioned, I worked with a lot of charities. One of the main ones I worked with is Spot Project. And
Big up Abu Bakr.
Big up Abu Bakr, mashallah.
And Spot.
Abu Bakr specifically, now you mentioned his name, he's always pushing me like, bro, you can do better. Come on, like, you know, creatively, you can push the limits, etc. There's been a few brothers around me that have been like that, alhamdulillah. And it's really helpful. And when you see like the network around you and brothers you know are excelling, it's going to push you to do that as well.
100%.
If you surround yourself by people on your same level and stuff like that, it can become difficult.
I'll give you an example. Like when I was on my creative journey, when I first started really working for Dawah and working within the Dawah kind of bubble of, you know, Muslims and stuff like that, I was on my media journey as well. I hadn't really gone to that professional side of things. I'd more just done YouTube videos and content and stuff like that. And when I started delving into that, I met a brother who, Alam Mubarak, he was very well experienced with film and television and professionalism and organization. And when you get on set, how do you do things? What do you pull out the lights, you pull out the cameras, white balance, audio checks, all of these, the real kind of professional side of things. And as he was guiding me, and he was being, in essence, a murabbi for me in terms of showing me and being there personally for me, the profession, he was doing it from a perspective of being a brother, being a Muslim, being somebody that I can connect with from a somebody I can connect with from a, you know, a faith-based perspective. So that was helping me because not only did I understand his vision, and I also had that expectation of, you know, he's a Muslim. He's not going to deviate from what he's trying to tell me. He's not going to try and get anything out of me. He's genuinely trying to help me. Yeah. And I think with that, you know, with us giving Muslims that support from a creative perspective, not only do they have that trust because they're creatives and they're in their field and they're respected within their field, but they're also a Muslim and they have the same vision as them. We all want to go to Jannah. We all want to have the best mannerisms and the way we put ourselves across. We all want to, you know, trust one another and have that husnul dhan, you know, towards each other and have that good thoughts, character towards each other. So I think having that ability to merge the two is amazing, bro.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And if we can be that stepping stone and encouragement, not just for the creatives that are learning from them, but even the actual the seasoned professionals themselves. Yeah. If we can give them a platform and say to them, listen, we want you to be a supporting network and a supporting community and a supporting individual for these people, it's a big thing.
Without a doubt, because, you know, if all these creative minds come together and networks and stuff, I think definitely something great can come out of it.
100%. Yeah. So let's talk about the exhibition itself. Just briefly, we've gone over it quite a little bit already, to be honest. Maybe give me one or two main things you think people can benefit from.
I think the main thing is you have the opportunity to speak with leading individuals from different creative sectors.
Yeah.
You have that ability now. Mm-hmm. So you have the Q&A sessions where you can ask them direct questions. And I think facilitating that is really important and needs to be highlighted for this exhibition.
100%. Because it's not just going to be a standard Q&A like where it's 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Quite an intensive one.
Yeah.
Especially for the individual.
So if you want any advice, if you want anything, you can, that's a good time to do it.
100%. Even for instance, like in the software development one and the business one, we've got two individuals from different sides of it. Like for instance, with the software development, we've got Hassan Shah, he's quite an experienced software developer, back-end developer, and he's created his own application called Adhkar app, which allows Muslims to do the dhikr from, you know, the daily Adhkar from the phone without any adverts.
Without any.
So just clean and fresh.
Yeah.
But we've also got Brunel, he's starting up in his software engineering world. But he's also,
so you can see the
two aspects.
And inshallah, like with Brunel, he's transitioned from that photography to a different creative field. And I think that's important as well, because people would know they got their choice and they got that opportunities. You're not stuck in
secluded to one topic. Yeah, I think the good thing about him as well, it's going to give us an insight on photography You know, we've also got the Sunday guy who's going to talk about content and how to use that within the Western world. You know, Naima B. Robbo is going to talk about actual Muslim female creatives. So not only is she going to have like a 40-minute talk, she's going to give like another 20 minutes plus for a Q&A session where you can really have an intensive Q&A. It's not just going to be 5 minutes, quick Q&A and then leave. We want this to be really beneficial for people. So I'd say personally, the next big thing out of this is that obviously you've mentioned the Q&A sessions already, but being able to do it from home. You know, a lot of the time we have to go to...
So it's a global thing,
Yeah, a lot of the time we have to go to these talks, travel long distances, spend a lot of money to get there. But we want to do this at people's feet. We want to be able to people to wake up, turn their laptop on, and they start it, and the whole day they're able to benefit, because all of these different topics we've chosen are topics that people from different creative sectors will benefit from.
Definitely.
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
Because widening your skill set as a creative is one of the most important things, and able to fall back on different aspects. If your client wants different things, they're able to do it. Not saying a photographer should go and do software development. It's very different. But being able to learn from those people, you can learn a lot from them, and you can also ask them questions and stuff like that. And with it being so many hours, not only are they able to access the whole thing on the day, afterwards they can replay it and watch, 7 hours plus of content back, which is a big thing. So obviously, we've got a lot going on afterwards.
Inshallah, we'll keep a lot of the announcements for the day.
100%.
Inshallah. So,
and we've got a big video that we're going to release as well.
Yeah.
We'll probably decide in it after or on the day, maybe.
Yeah, on the day or maybe the day after.
We'll see. I'm super excited, but I'm nervous. I'm excited. This is something that's never been done before.
Alhamdulillah.
No, it's something that inshallah the Muslims can hugely benefit from. It's a groundbreaking event, never been done before.
Yeah.
Muslim creatives coming together, expressing their love, creativity, inspiring, being able to give that advice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I wish I can. I genuinely mean this when I say it.
Wish we had something like this when I was little. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, I was a Muslim when I was younger, but maybe even when I was starting my Muslim media journey or Muslim creative media journey, I genuinely feel something like this would have benefited me so much in terms of knowing what direction.
It would have gave you a big shortcut.
Exactly.
A lot of things you would have avoided. A lot of mistakes you would avoid doing.
Exactly.
A lot of good decisions you could make.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, even down to I think career paths you can take and
100%.
how to get there and stuff.
100%.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
I think that's about it. Yeah,
we've got a week, or maybe when this is released, less than that.
Inshallah.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in all of our efforts.
Ameen.
Make this a large success for the Muslims. We're not doing this for it to be a mine in your project.
Yeah,
we're doing this. This is
a community for the people, from the people.
100%. This is your community. That's our slogan. We call this your community because it genuinely is your community. We're just the people that are just pulling things together. We're just putting the two Lego bricks, Lego blocks together, and the rest is history, inshallah. And we hope that after we've passed and once this has flourished and, Muslims creatives around the world are together and they're united, this can be something big where we don't have to see Muslim creators get into, fall into haram or go into jobs they might not feel comfortable in or doing things they might not like. And I genuinely believe this, inshallah, will be a big stepping stone for them. And when it first started, bro, we had the support we got was unbelievable.
Yeah, subhanAllah. Considering we didn't really do much, we just announced kind of the name and the concept. A lot of people were interested, alhamdulillah, and a lot of people saw the potential.
Even now,
that was great.
Since we released a video about the exhibition, 60 people have joined the group chat.
Alhamdulillah.
So we've got nearly 300 people in there now.
Yeah, I think what I'm mostly excited about the fact that it's a community and all these brains coming together.
100%.
A lot of beautiful things can come out of it. Really great things, inshallah.
100%.
So,
guys, you heard it from the main man, Malik. May Allah bless you, bro. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from you. All of the people that have been behind what we've been doing so far, creating the posters, Adlance, all of our sponsors for the main event, for the exhibition. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, all of the community that are taking part, all of the brothers that are behind the scenes making stuff happen. Allahumma ameen. We'll see you guys there. If you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.